Hello, everyone. So I actually saw this particular video on the X handle of someone called Oyin Damola, and the X handle is at Dami 35, and this was the post that this particular person made. He said, "Women stage solidarity walk to support the Senate President Akpabio on International Women's Day today." So it was yesterday that I saw this. He said, "Abeg, Akpabio na woman, abi everybody don craze finish for this country." But as I watched the video, for me, the first thing that I noticed was how you could see almost as if they're ashamed of what they're doing. Some were even turning their faces away from the camera. Go and take a look at it again. Their heads were down. Why are you bowing your head? If you're doing something, own it with your chest. Own it with your full chest. Love it, do it, show it out. Why are you shaming? Why are you putting your head down? Why are you on International Women's Day? This is a day, at least of all the 300 and something days, they put out one day that you are something, and you are using it to do solidarity march for someone, for a man. Let's even say he's not even being accused or anything. You're doing it for a man that has been accused of doing something against your gender. Let's even remove the gender thing. You understand? You don't support anything because of gender, right? Why on International Women's Day? Why couldn't you have chosen another day to actually do it? Why are you doing it on that day? But then people have a right to do that thing that they want to do. But there was something very interesting I had seen, and I think it fits this message very, very well. Let me go back and see, where did I saw it? Was a Facebook post that I saw, and it was so apt because it was a Facebook post. I even actually wanted to sort of like screenshot it, but I wasn't being able to screenshot it, so I left it like that. Let me see if I can actually see that that particular post. I'm seeing this one. Let me see whether it's the one here. No, it's not. Is it this one? No, let me just, I'm trying to open it now. It's just not opening. But it was a message, I think they say, from the wife of former, yes, I've seen it, yes, former Ekiti First Lady Bisi Fayemi. She had a post, and I'm saying this on someone's handle called Chris Wandu, his Facebook page. He said, so this is what she said. He said, "Not about Natasha. Over the past 2 weeks, we have witnessed a number of events at the Nigerian Senate which have left some of us shell-shocked. It is quite common." Let me turn it this way so that I'm able to read it. This my eyes old age. Even with the glasses, sometimes I find it difficult to actually, read this. Let me see. I'm trying to turn it. Why is it locked? Okay. Let me just read it like that. So it said, "It is quite common for arguments and battles of all kinds to break out in the National Assembly. It is not easy for so many representatives of their people to get along without ruffling each other's feathers. However, what we have all witnessed recently cannot be considered normal. Senator Natasha Akpoti, representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, wanted to speak from the floor of the Senate. She was not recognized to speak because her seat had been moved. She refused to proceed to her new seat because she felt undermined and disrespected. Apparently, Senator Natasha had been bottling in a number of grievances against her colleagues, especially the Senate President, Senator Akpabio. She then went on to make allegations of sexual harassment against the Senate President on national TV. And as I was reading this thing, I remember these are people that used to fight too. They've had several fights. on different things in that National Assembly. But today it's Natasha's own that they are telling us that it's a respectable institution and all of that. But let me go back to what she posted. She said after she dropped the bomb, there was a flurry of activities. Senator Reti Kingibe, a serving female senator, and two former female senators, Senator Abiodun Olujimi and Senator Florence Itagiwa, were invited to share their views. All three senators are older friends, or at least acquaintances of mine, and I have a lot of respect for them. However, I found their submissions extremely disappointing. It is one thing to argue that it is important to follow the rules. I don't think anyone will insist on flaunting the rules by such an important institution, especially if they are applied fairly and not subjectively. It was, however, clear that Senator Natasha felt beleaguered, and she believed that there was a score the Senate President wanted to settle with her. If this was the case, they would have expected the three senators to support a process that would enable Senator Natasha shed light on her serious allegation of sexual harassment beyond national television, and for the Senate President to defend himself in a transparent manner. To my horror, none of the female senators deemed it necessary to stand up for another woman. Even if, in their opinion, Senator Natasha was misguided on matters of process and temperament, she was still entitled to have her fears and concerns heard. It is so painful that all three of them missed an opportunity to see the bigger picture and address the constant intimidation, gaslighting, and belittling women in leadership positions go through. I was shocked to hear Senator Florence Itagiwa claim that if you are a senator as a woman, no one can harass you. On July 12, 2016, Senator Dine Melaye threatened to assault and impregnate his fellow colleagues, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, on the floor of the Senate, and nothing will happen. That unbelievable insult was not only directed at Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who is now the First Lady of the country, but to all Nigerian women who ventured into public life in various capacities. And the worst of it, that same Senator Oluremi Tinubu is now here telling us that the Senate, they took right action, is a place of decorum, is kinikinon. Woman that was doing anyhow when she was in the Senate. We all stood up and supported her. We went against Dino Melaye when he did the same thing to her. But today, she has also joined the league of those attacking Natasha. Before our very eyes in this country we live in, several senior female politicians have been insulted and disrespected by other male politicians at one point or the other. Most women in leadership position have to contend with patriarchal odds overwhelmingly stacked against them, so they learn survival skills to help them conserve their energy and live to fight another day. It is an understandable strategy, but not always a wise one, when you have an opportunity to close ranks and make a point that will go a long way in demanding a new culture of respect for women in leadership. To all the women who have publicly taken a position against Senator Natasha, I have news for you. You are not fighting the same battle as most of the male senators, all the men around us who have also aired their views. You are not on the same page. You are not even reading the same book. If it was just about Senator Natasha following the rules and not disrupting the space for women in politics, the problem can be easily fixed. I'm sure if Senator Natasha takes the time to familiarize herself with Senate rules and procedures, assuming she has not done so already, this will make her work in the Senate more productive. However, this is not what is at play here. What is happening is a full-scale war on women in public life with clear lines drawn. Women need to wake up. We need to do battle with the powerful forces that want women to keep being silent in the face of provocation and abuse. Those who have a penchant for using women against women, and those who dangle carrots and sticks while we dance and perform for them. We don't have to like Senator Natasha Akpoti. She does not need to be liked or admired. Yes, she needs to be respected, heard, and allowed justice. The misogyny in high places this case has revealed is unsettling. One of Senator Natasha's colleagues, Senator Peter Wemboyi, Deputy Chief Whip, had the audacity to go on television to allege that Senator Natasha has X number of children for X number of men, a claim that is untrue. Therefore, her allegations of sexual harassment should be disregarded. Really? Coming from a place where many of the leaders, they have households straight out of the popular family comedy, Fuji House of Commotion. My heart broke when one of the female protesters for hire said she was protesting because they do not want stubborn women like Senator Natasha. Her words might have sounded like the rants of an illiterate, but those are the sentiments of the powerful people who surround Senator Natasha. She's too opinionated, stubborn, uncontrollable, all the things no woman is meant to be. They want men who are quiet, humble, play by the rules as set by them, and who literally and figuratively keep their heads down. Since we only have 4 out of 109 senators, it is no surprise that the landlords will always make sure the tenants know their place. The moment you forget, you'll be forcefully reminded. If you are in doubt, seek out the footage of proceedings in the Lagos State House of Assembly on March 3rd. What happened in the Senate chambers on March 6, 2025 was a travesty. The impunity and disregard was heartbreaking. The Senate president should have demonstrated leadership by allowing someone else to receive the petition against him. You cannot sit in judgment over a case that involves you. As if that was not bad enough, there was a rush to suspend Senator Natasha for 6 months, minus her privileges, even where there are court rulings that suspending legislators for more than 14 days is detrimental to the representational function. This was clearly designed to humiliate, punish, and demean Senator Natasha as much as possible. Time and history will be the judge of all concerned. In my own opinion, all the women who ventured into leadership positions, who have to contend with hostile working environments, who have to live through their private lives being picked apart, and who have to struggle to balance all their professional and personal obligations. To those who have been asking the foolish question, is she the only one? Why don't you start by asking all the women in your life what they have gone through to get where they are? As we mark, I can't find it in me to celebrate another International Women's Day on March 8th. It will serve us well as Nigerian women to know which battles we want to fight and what wars are worth winning. We all need to stand and fight for ourselves. The war is not against one woman. And I would like to add this: the war is against all of us. Thank you for watching.